My name is Nick Benny. I'm a therapist here at the Andrew Center. What you're about to see is a part of a series of videos that I'm doing where I interview different staff here in order to learn and show what it is that we do at the Andrew Center. We have a lot of wonderful, dedicated people working here, and I'm excited for you to be introduced to some of them. These videos can be used by clients, by staff, by community members, really anyone that is interested in learning more about the different ways that we try to serve our community. I hope you enjoy this video, and please see the other videos in this series to learn more. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Lanell Brown. I am the peer specialist coordinator here at the Andrew Center. One thing about the peer program that I run, we have a total of 4 peer specialists that work in 4 different departments. We cover 5 counties. We teach trauma-informed care. I teach coping skills, recognizing triggers, and be able to handle certain situations without any harm intended for yourself or harming someone else in the household.
Sure.
We meet weekly. Monday, we meet in Athens at 11 o'clock. Tuesday, we meet in Tyler at 11 o'clock in room 205. Wednesday, we have an off day. We do in-office work. Thursday, we meet in Canton at 11 in the conference room. And Friday, we meet in Mineola at 11 o'clock and Emory at 1 o'clock.
Okay, so if I may jump in, it sounds like you guys put the work in. Taking a step back, it sounds like you are the supervisor over this particular program, and you have peer support staff that are in different programs, and you guys all serve different counties. What is the difference between a peer support specialist and, say, a case manager?
Well, peer support, we have a little leeway to where we can talk to a client like they on a one-on-one basis, like we are a friend, a peer, which a case manager and a therapist cannot. We share lived experiences. So one thing that we love to do is share things that we have overcome and probably give them a better understanding on certain things from a peer point of view than on the professional side.
And it sounds like that really is the key word there is the peer. Your staff and yourself, you provide a different service to the clients than what your regular case manager or therapist is going to do, because you guys can truly say, I understand. Whereas a therapist or case manager can only understand so far. But it sounds like with
Yes.
yourself and your staff, you guys have those shared lived experiences that gives you the ability to say that I get what you're experiencing.
Yes, that is one thing a peer can actually feel, empathize with the client, because we can say we walk those steps. We've stayed up 2 or 3 days at a time. We understand the paranoia, the hypervigilance. So a case manager, she she or he can talk about that. It's only if they feel comfortable sharing shared lived experiences. But peer specialists, that's what we are here for.
Okay. And as you were talking, a word came to my mind, and I want to check if that feels accurate, but the idea of a mentor almost came up. Does that feel like in some way what y'all do, or not quite, like mentoring clients?
Well, I do. I try to keep in contact with my clients, even though if they finish and they feel like they're comfortable to go out and start a new journey on their way. I keep in contact with them. If they ever need to call me, they can call me day or night. My phone is never off. I'm always here for my clients. So we try to mentor and push and encourage education. We try to push find jobs that won't aggravate your mental health condition, or even just find alternate routes to cope with their mental health issues.
Absolutely. And all the while providing that really valuable experience of saying, I know what this is like for you. And I can only
Yes.
imagine how powerful that is for our clients to have someone say and really mean, I get that.
Yes, it is. I can truly say I was a client at the Andrew Center at first, back in 2009. And peer groups helped me so much because when I couldn't go to my family to talk about my issues, I had other counterparts that could relate to me and I could relate to them. And we all would, if one was down, another one would come and they would call and check on me, or I would check on them even when we weren't feeling our best. So I encourage peer groups because it helped me, and that's all I can say about that because peers do amazing work. And when a clinician can't reach me, the peer group could.
Wow. Okay. I'm curious now just to know a little bit more about what it would take to get into that program as a client. Um, I guess first and foremost, does it cost anything to get set up with a peer?
No, if you don't have any insurance, you can go through the indigent program. Uh, any any insurance is welcome. We don't turn anyone down. We offer
Okay.
one-on-one individual sessions or the group sessions. Uh, we can be reached by referral through case manager or care coordination, or even a clinician can refer you. And it's no waiting. So as soon as we get that referral, we'll call that client, let them know what the program is about, and we can get them started as ASAP.
And that is very rare to have a program like this. It sounds like that there's no wait list.
Yes,
That's really impressive. So it sounds like insurance obviously is preferred, but your
to
program
mention.
isn't going to turn anyone down. Um,
No, we welcome LGBTQ. We've had several clients that have done amazing in the group. Uh, my motto: we don't discriminate, and I'm not going to make pass judgment on anyone. Whatever you did in your past or during your mental health issue or crisis, we don't look at that. That was somebody crying out for help. So I try to make everyone feel comfortable as possible to be able to sit in the group without passing judgment on anything that is spoken in that group. My groups are like the Vegas rule. What goes on here stays in here. But if it's something that is detrimental to a human or their cells, I have to report that.
of
So I
course,
let people know up front. It's not to get you in trouble, but this is just to help your safety and others around you.
just to keep people safe.
Yes.
Absolutely. Um, so something that came to my mind, do y'all only work with adults or do you also have this ability to help with minors as well?
We work with minors on case by case basis. We normally work with young adults that's getting ready to turn 18 into up to adulthood. But we have worked with several young ladies and men that certain people couldn't reach out to. So
Okay.
I work with the substance abuse program as well. So
Mm-hmm.
we work hand in hand. Substance abuse is normally is coping with the mental health issues. So we tie both of those in together. You can't just treat one and not the other. So
Sure.
it's basically like tag team the substance abuse and the mental health.
Absolutely. Um, Another thing, I know oftentimes, or it seems like oftentimes, programs at the center have like time limits. Um, if someone enters your program as a client, is there a certain time that they have to, you know, grow through and then they're done, or is it sort of open ended?
It's open ended. One thing I do advise the clients that once you join the peer services, we won't turn you down. Uh, we want to help you as much as possible. I'll even talk to family members to give them a better understanding on what the client speaks about, only if the client gives me permission to speak
Sure.
about it. But I normally use my lived experiences to let the family members know that this is really happening. This is not something that they're putting on or anything like that. So I don't mind speaking to the family members as well.
Okay. Well, Lanell, I really appreciate you sharing all of this with me. Um, I'm wondering if there's anything else that you feel that we have missed, or anything else that you want to make sure that people watching this know about your program.
I know with peer support, I know mental health has this major stigma uh, in our community. That's African American and Hispanic community, to where they believe it's a religious thing of praying and the mental health will go away, or just pray and don't take your medication. I don't advise anyone to do that. Our services here at the Andrew Center, we back everything that we do. I encourage you to come and just to sit in for a group to check us out to see if this is something fit for you. If not, we can go to individual sessions.
Okay. So that's helpful to know. If I'm a client and I'm, sort of curious and wondering about this, I could sit in and just test it out without really having to make a commitment.
Mhm.
All right. So again, just so I know for other staff or a client that might be watching this, we would get in touch or get set up with your program through referral, through our case manager, or maybe my therapist or someone else, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Lanell, thank you again so much. This has been very eye-opening for me, and I think it's a wonderful service that y'all are able to provide, giving clients the opportunity to hear the voice that says, I know what this is like, and it gets better.
Yes, you're absolutely right. And I tell my clients it's okay not to be okay. That's what we're here for.
That's right. You take them on the good days and the bad.
Yes.
Well, again, thank you so much. It's been great talking to you. You have a good rest of your day.